This is Hidden Ranger streaming with Streets of Rage 2. I am in the Sega Genesis Classics collection on Steam. And, you know, look at this very stereotypical 90s bedroom. And let's hope the streaming holds out. It's gonna be slow going, unfortunately. But let me see if I can do something about that. Oh boy. Unfortunately, this is kind of sad, but here's hoping it comes through at least decently on somebody's phone but mine, because yeah, my phone's just getting all kinds of mess. Oh boy, there's a lot of slowdown, but maybe it'll work itself out. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know that that's any better. This is unfortunate, but anyway. I'm gonna plow ahead with this. Gonna go to load. Oh, I guess I don't have any, I thought I had some, save slots going, but I guess not. So basically this game treats average weapons as damage power-ups for existing weapons. Pick up a knife. Let me just see if I can adjust that. I may have to, let's see. Played your first game of Pathfinder? How'd that go? Oh wow, I killed all kinds of sound in this. I think I'd basically have to, well, hold on, let me try something. Because I don't want to, like, kill all the sound, because then there's no satisfying butt kicking. Let me just clear this room full of dudes, or this immediate. What the heck? That's weird. I'm trying to save this game, but it's not saving. went well. He made a sorcerer with plus 17 to diplomacy without really meaning to. Holy crap! That's some bonus stacking. That's interesting. Great input options. Oh, those are controller options. Use the 5E where plus 17 means you're an in-game level rogue or bar, someone with the prodigy feed. Yeah, I haven't actually played Pathfinder. I just heard it's like D&D with some more, or it's a 3.5 I guess edition, only with like more stacking bonuses or something like that. But I guess that's an indication of it, because yeah, plus 7, like plus 17 anything to a level 3 character is, wow. I'm having a hard time imagining that. The detail that they added shell shock at the end of that thing. On Saturday, asked for a group and ended up killing 2 players at the first session because of bad luck on their part, good luck on my part, and 1 player making a really stupid decision. Oh, you were oh, you DM'd. Okay. Okay. I ended up killing 2 players in the first session. Wow. Whoops.
Come on!
So they just kind of were just there like sitting ducks. Instead of running away, they tried to fight. Found by 2 raiders. Those are just sound options. Can't really do anything about volume here, I guess. Yeah, I would imagine the fight wouldn't last long. They're kind of standing there for most of it. Alright, let's see. Let me try something in some settings. animation on this. So player got angry, huh? How's this looking on your end, Cody? Sucks that one of your players rage quit. Okay, there's some slowdown with the stream, but not too much. Player got angry enough to quit the game, felt guilty, and he realized how deadly of a decision they made, especially since they were going to get the rest of the party killed. Other player died of a crit, but he took it well. Sometimes the dice, yeah, that's kind of the reason there is dice in the game. Froze again. Guess it's not frozen. I seem to recall there being a Power Rangers side-scrolling beat-em-up video game for like the Super NES and or Sega Genesis back in the 90s. So if there's a Power Rangers version of mod for Streets of Rage, they probably use that. I'll have to look in the Steam library, because yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. How's the stream holding up on your end, Coley? this particular mod so far. Yeah, what do you think of this TMNT mod? Disney Funkoland. So Mirage 87, 87 cartoon, 2003 cartoon, IDW, 2012 or Bay. Which is your favorite incarnation of the Turtles? I'd say IDW with the 2003 a close second, and then the I agree about the 2003. So yeah, it'd be IDW in first place, 2003 cartoon in second place. The 2012 and the Mirage are kind of tied for third place. Bay is distant last, and 87 cartoon is all right, but it doesn't really. But I just don't find that it holds up that well. But yeah, I really liked the 2003 cartoon. Like for some reason, a lot of people didn't, but it seemed like a lot of people who didn't seem to think that the 87 cartoon was the original version, and that's just not true. into the haunted house. Ooh. Sword. Now my nunchucks are cut like a sword. Oh yes, 90s movies. The first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is possibly my favorite movie of all time. Like, I never get tired of that. The second and third movies really don't hold up as well, though I do think I like the third movie where they go back to Japan. I actually like that a bit better than I like the second one. The second one just tried way too hard to be the '87 cartoon and just didn't work very well. I mean, they tried, but oh yeah, Next Mutation. Even that had a bit of charm. I would put that ahead of the Michael Bay produced movies. But then again, I don't know. Now, granted, I actually haven't seen the Bay movies all the way through, but like it actually kind of tells you something that as a longtime Turtles fan and as diehard about that as I am, that I have actually had no interest in seeing those movies. Yeah, like it takes a lot of bad for me to even, not want to check it out. Yeah, the first film is better than it is any right to be, and it's very close to the 80s Mirage comics, just with some details that were switched around. But yeah, like Jim Henson's Creature Shop on the Turtles costumes was just amazing. Like they had to invent at least a few different kinds of technology per movie in order to make that work. Anyway. Say as a film, the second's better than... Yeah, Coley's saying that as a film, the second's better than the third, but he still prefers the third over the second because it's more unique compared to the second film. The first film is great, yeah. Like with both the second and third live action TMNT movies, like I saw what the potential was. I saw what they were going for, but it just didn't really hit the mark. Like there was, like with the second one, there was, some possible drama they could have mined with the idea of the Turtles finding out about the mutagen that they came from, and the fact that it was just some accident rather than than them like actually seeming to have some kind of purpose. Like there was a little bit in that movie, and then they did nothing with it, and they just kind of stuck with the kind of humor about Toka and Razor being childlike and all that. And the third movie had, there was a lot they could have done with the idea of the Turtles in feudal Japan, and they touched on some of it, particularly the idea that why go back to New York and live underground and not uh, and hide from people when there are actual people that not only accept them but adore them. Like there was some stuff that they could have done, but like it just seemed like for the most part the movie was undone by both by a by a ridiculously low budget. I mean, like it was a lower budget than the other two movies, to the point that they couldn't even afford Jim Henson's Creature Shop. That's why the Turtles' costumes looked as weird as they did, because it was by All Effects Studios. But yeah, the lack of budget really hampered the movie, and also like the fact that like I don't mind jokes in the Turtles movies. I expect them, but none of those jokes really landed, or very few of them actually did. Some of those were just painful. And now for what is about to be one of the weirder boss fights in this game. Yes. Why that was even a boss fight in this game, I still don't understand. Oof. Second Bay film had a very interesting idea, the idea of the Turtles possibly using the mutagen to become more human, but that plot went nowhere. Yeah, that's what I hear. And yeah, like honestly, if you're going to have a plot like that, at least do something with it. Actually have at least one of them turn human. You could even use a human actor or something like that, or live action actor, and see where they go with that. And the 87 show also had a very interesting idea, the Turtles mutating even further, and that never really went anywhere either. Yeah, they just from what I recall, they just basically kind of mutated to so that they look more like Slash, and then they just hulked out a lot. And it's like, okay, that's what they're doing? Really? That's what you're introducing to these guys? It's like, come on. Speaking of shows that did ideas never went anywhere, Adventure Time is ending soon. The show did end up reclaiming the quality of past seasons, seasons 8 and 9 at least. I never watched Adventure Time. I think I've seen like one episode, and I was just like, what is that? Wait. Okay, I'm confused. I just noticed this sign in the background that says, "It's like Boo." It's by one of the trees and one of the park benches. That's so weird. It's like Boo. What's that even supposed to mean? Whole redesign to sell off excess toys and theorizing for Battle of the Gods. Goku's SSG form was designed to be radish. Or, no, reddish. So, Bandai could sell off excess Kaioken Goku toys. Okay, I'll take your word for it. How deep is this tunnel? Yeah, I would say Leo is also my favorite. Yeah, the 2003 Leo I would say is very high up there. Mostly because they did a lot of character development with him, particularly in, what was it, season 4, the one where he like got his shell carved up and kind of like ended up getting like massively like unhappy and attitude laden and had to go on this like this kind of quest for a new master. I really like what they did with him there. Yeah, Leo I really think is my favorite turtle. Yeah, I heard about that. In fact, I was. In fact, I was uh, following that series closely when it happened. So yeah, I definitely found out that there was supposed to be a season five, and then they even like had completed the season five, and then they switched it around with fast forward instead, which was kind of a massive downgrade in quality, even though it was kind of fun. Um, but then luckily, 4 kids later aired the fifth season as a kind of a lost season sort of thing. Like I'm glad they did end up completing the series before they went to back to the sewer. His name is Hart. I gotta say, one thing I like about this particular level is there are fire extinguishers just conveniently located all over the place in the background. Just like every, I don't know, 10, 15 feet, there's a fire extinguisher. That's rather safety minded. Ooh, got a Muay Thai dude open here. Fast Forward is a 6 or 7 type of show compared to a 9 or 10 series like the previous 5 seasons. Back to the Sewer is the same deal. I remember it's an upgrade from Fast Forward. Yeah, I thought Back to the Sewers was better than Fast Forward, but not as good as the previous seasons. I think though that one thing that has to be remembered is that the first season wasn't that great either of the 2003 series. Like it was fine, but it was just kind of so. Like the quality improved over the successive seasons. So it could be a case of the fast forward or back to the sewer series, could have just simply benefited from having more seasons. But one, I'm kind of glad fast forward was just kind of a one season and done sort of thing, and two, although I think with Back to the Sewers, I would have wanted to see at least one more season of that. Was Fast Forward 2 seasons? Two seasons of Fast Forward? I don't know. I don't recall how long Fast Forward stayed on, but I do remember that Fast Forward did have it. Did have there was this one episode that I really liked of that show. That was when, after they introduced the I guess the Dark Turtles, these huge mutated evil versions of the turtles. One of them, the blue one, I guess the leader was I guess kidnapped by the turtles, and then Leo was kind of captured, and Leo was trying to rehabilitate him, and those two butted heads and matched wits for most of the episode, and Leo finally had to just basically give up on him. I thought that was really interesting. I liked that episode. His name is Balloon. His name is Balloon. Wow. I swear this dude, our bear, is a reject from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Okay. Oh, we're trying to remember if the movie from the 2000s was in continuity with the '03 series. Oh, the 2007 one, simply called TMNT. The only movie that was in continuity with the 2003 series was the I'm now suddenly blanking on it, but it was the crossover between the '87 cartoon and the 2003 series, and that was at the end of the 2003 series continuity. The 2007 one, that was kind of its own continuity, but they had like some vague shout outs that you know, like if you wanted to place it in continuity with the 90s live action movies, you could. You know, it's just like, well, this took place a number of years after those, but as far as I could tell, it was just based on its own continuity. But yeah, the 2007 movie, I think, is like my second favorite Turtles movie, right behind the right behind the '90s series. Yeah, Turtles Forever. Yeah, Turtles Forever was was the crossover between the 2003 series and the '87 cartoon, and yeah, that was basically its own like double-sized episode functioning, or 2 or 3 episode sort of movie, sort of functioning as its own movie, and kind of being like directed DVD and like aired on Fox Kids as a movie, that kind of thing. But anyway, I just basically wanted to play this till I got beat up or got a game over. So this has been the TMNT mod of Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage 2, sorry, yeah. Brain's kind of scattered at the moment. But that was fun. I got a lot further than I ever thought I would. So that's fun. So if you like if you like stuff like this, and you don't mind, frame rate issues too much, like, comment, subscribe, leave feedback. Follow me on Twitter at HRStreaming for more updates. And yeah, this has been Hidden Ranger Streaming, signing off. Thank you to Coley for hanging out in the chat and talking some Ninja Turtles with me. Bye now.